The history of mixed martial arts (MMA) can be traced back to ancient times, but the modern sport as we know it today really began in the early 1990s. In 1993, the Ultimate Fighting Championship (UFC) was founded in Denver, Colorado. The UFC was a no-holds-barred tournament that featured fighters from various disciplines, including boxing, wrestling, karate, and jiu-jitsu. The first UFC event was a huge success, and it helped to popularize MMA around the world. In the years since the UFC's inception, MMA has grown into a major international sport. There are now dozens of MMA organizations around the world, and the sport is broadcast in over 150 countries. MMA has also become a huge spectator sport, with millions of fans tuning in to watch events like UFC fights. The growth of MMA has been driven by a number of factors, including the increasing popularity of martial arts, the rise of cable and satellite television, and the development of new technologies that have made it easier to produce and distribute MMA events. Today, MMA is one of the fastest-growing sports in the world. It is a truly global sport, with fans and fighters from all over the world. MMA is also a very exciting sport, and it offers a unique blend of striking, grappling, and ground fighting. Here is a brief timeline of the history of MMA. 648 BCE, pankration is added to the Olympic Games. 1920s, Vale Tudo events begin in Brazil. 1993, the UFC is founded. 1994, the UFC hosts its first event in pay-per-view. 1996, the UFC introduces the unified rules of MMA. 2001, the UFC is purchased by Zuffa. 2005, the UFC goes mainstream with its broadcast on Spike TV. 2009, the UFC begins hosting events in China. 2010, the UFC goes international with its broadcast on Fox Sports 1. 2016, the UFC is purchased by MMG. 2020, the UFC hosts its first event in the Middle East. MMA is still a relatively young sport, but it has already come a long way. It is now one of the most popular sports in the world, and it is sure to continue to grow in popularity in the years to come.
Thanks for watching.